Hey guys, Chris here, and here, let me get some light first. Today I'm going to be reviewing something that I was making fun of, literally like a week ago. And what I'm reviewing, if you can't tell by the title of the video already, is the is the 1000 gecs album by 100 gecs. I do not own a physical copy, for better or for worse, I guess. And you know what? One night, I just started listening to it a few nights ago, and I thought to myself, this is really kind of bad, but it's not bad. Like, it's terrible. It's meant to be terrible, I think. But because it's meant to be terrible, when you do find something in it that you like, and you will, there's a lot of different types of stuff that goes on in this album. Anyway, but when you find that thing that you do end up liking, you're gonna like it about 1,000 times more. Because if you live in a shithole town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and all of a sudden you see this, actually I don't know where I'm going with this metaphor. If you live, no. If you work at Hallmark and all you have walking in all day are 60-year-old women or whatever, and the day some nice young woman walks in, what am I trying to say? Well, what I'm trying to say is, like, if you are surrounded by crap and something good comes in, or you hear something good, or you see something good, it's going to be about 1,000,000 times better. And that's what happens with this album, because it's garbage. It is a hot steaming pile of garbage. But you know what? When it's not, it's really good. I don't know how to explain it, because you can see all the comments on all the Instagram threads about this band you want, but until you actually listen to them, I can't say that your life is going to be changed, because it's not, but the way you look at crappy music will be really different. Because normal crappy music is just consistently crappy, but in this album, there are little bursts. There are little bursts of good, you know? And I mean, even some full songs are good. Each song, there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with every single song on this album. And that's just fine, because even though the majority of them might be terrible, they're just not. I don't know how to explain this album without cramming earbuds in your ear and cranking it on full blast 1,000,000 times. Because in the past, like, 3 days, I've listened to this album maybe not even 3 days, like, in the past, like, 2 days, I've listened to this album like 5 times, maybe. And each time I listen to it, I'm getting something and something more out of it. And you know what? I don't know why I am, because it's garbage, but I love it. You know, I really wanted to chop down that tree, the 100 gecs tree, but you know what? I think I changed my mind on that, you know? I think I want to pay that tree a normal visit, you know, and do the thing where you, like bow your head by it or whatever they're doing with it. But, you know, I just don't understand. I just don't understand what makes this album good. I think or maybe I do, because I think it's it being bad and the good parts in it that make it that much better, if that makes sense. No, it doesn't. But I don't know how to explain this album. It just confuses me. This album confuses me. And anyone else that listens to it, because there has been nothing like this done. The closest thing that I know personally to 100 gecs, the closest thing in terms of yeah, we know this music is shit. Have some anyway. Is Mindless Self-Indulgence. And Mindless Self-Indulgence, like, they got a lot of weird garbage songs, but it, like, I keep listening to them anyway. And that's how it is with 100 gecs. And they're both like scene music or whatever. So it makes sense that like there's like people have I mean, actually I've never seen anyone compare them except myself, but I wouldn't be surprised if people do compare them. I mean, obviously Mindless Self-Indulgence, the dude's voice isn't raised to like 1,000,000 degrees in like the pitch or whatever. So, I mean, there's that. And honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. You know, whenever you hear people making fun of 100 gecs, like, it's always like, oh, they sound like fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks. Ha ha ha. I'm going to repeat that joke 1,000,000 times. But honestly, once you listen to the album, that's the last thing you're going to remember is the high-pitched, like, voice. They're, like, really, I mean, their voices aren't high-pitched. They're just obviously edited to be that high. But that's the last thing you remember, because there's so much other crap going on in these songs, like all these weird noises and everything. You're gonna remember that more than anything. Actually, no, I take that back. You're gonna remember the good parts more than anything. So do yourself a strange favor and listen to this album. I know they just released like a kind of part 2 to it, but I just wanted to like listen to what they originally had to offer. So do that, listen to that first one, and just, I was gonna say just try to understand it, but that's such a weird thing to say about music. Like when I give someone music recommendations, like, hey, listen to this album, and just, you know, enjoy it, just put it on, and here I'm saying try to understand it. I have never said that for any kind of music recommendations before in my entire life. And that just goes to show, at least for me personally, that this is a different album. This is a different kind of album for a different kind of decade. So, listen to it. Listen to 1000 gecs by 100 gecs. Can't say you'll like it. Can't say you'll hate it. All I can say is that it is something different. And I might even consider buying a physical copy of that album because I illegitimately enjoy it. So, just, I don't know, listen to it. It's weird. It's just weird to give that as a music suggestion. But anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.